Okay. So I have one thing that I'm gonna do as we normally do is one of the added benefits for our associate members since we're not able to meet in person. More good news on that. I see Sam Olavito, former executive director and current for executive director for ICA on. Sam, welcome. You're muted, but I could see you. All right, very good. So if you would bear with me for 1 second, we're gonna get this out of the way. This tonight's special message, is from Southern California Edison. If you've been to any of our meetings in the past, you probably have already seen it. But bear with me, and we'll get.
At Edison, we know that creating a clean energy future takes teamwork. So while we're modernizing the electric grid, the Garzas modernize their roof to be the first on their block to go solar. We're helping reduce emissions from cars and trucks for cleaner air, so kids on every corner can focus on just being kids. Together, we have all the power we need to build a brighter future for everyone. SCE. Energy for what's ahead.
All right, thanks to Southern California Edison for that. And one thing I never noticed in that video until just this time as we were watching that is at the beginning, if you listened, it said the Garzas got solar panels. So congratulations to Juan Garza and his family on the new Edison solar panels. That's pretty awesome. Okay, with no further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce you all to our current president, almost former or immediate past president. I will say just briefly, because this is normally a big meeting, and when we do them in person, those of you who have been around for a while, you know these are very well attended meetings. We usually host them in the president's city, and so it's a big to do. Remember, like with Jorge, we kind of missed out last year with Sandra. We weren't able to do it, but we had some big stuff planned. And but I want to say what a pleasure it has been to work with Lindsay over the past year. I know she might be reluctant to say it, but I will say it. She's running for county supervisor to replace Sheila Kuehl, which I think is amazing. How incredible would it be for us to have one of our past presidents in that supervisor's office? We have amazing supervisors now, but to have one of our own there, oh my gosh, it would be a whole new level. So, Lindsay, best of luck to you on that. And I know you might be reluctant to say it, but I'm not, because I think it's going to be awesome. So I will tell you all, if you can, please volunteer, help her out, do whatever you can, because having her in there with the rest of these amazing supervisors, and we would keep kind of the all-woman supervisor thing, which I really like. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, with no further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce you all once again. Uh, Kind of for the last time, we have a little bit of business to do in May, but kind of for the last time as president at one of our board meetings, President Lindsay Horvath.
Thank you so much, Marcel. And we are very blessed tonight to have two accomplished and faithful spiritual teachers to lead our invocation this evening. First, I'd like to welcome Jesuit lay administrator pro tem of Blessed Sacrament Parish in Hollywood, my home parish, Father Ike Udo.
Good evening, and it is a pleasure to be with all of you today. You know, I think sometimes our day is filled with so many words and activities that we don't create that space to pause and to remember the why, to even just hear ourselves breathe. So I'm just going to invite you just for a few seconds, all of you who have been given, the sacred trust of service, to just take a few moments of silence just to listen deeply, to hear yourself breathe, and to just be. Life is gift. Our breath is gift. And we know that all too well, oh Lord, in this context of COVID-19, respirators, more than 500,000 deaths. We know that all too well from the recent spate of gun violence, leaving distraught families. We know that from cries of "I can't breathe" on account of pollution, being laid off, evictions, knees on the neck. Breathe on us, Spirit of God, that we may breathe life into our world, that we may inspire by our faithful service, as Lindsay has in this context, and that we may aspire for a world of justice, love, and peace. Help us to breathe again. Amen.
Thank you so much, Father, for being here with us tonight. And next, I'd like to welcome Pastor Charles Johnson from the Cochran Avenue Baptist Church in Los Angeles.
What a tremendous, tremendous joy to be with you tonight. We are so excited on this eve of celebration with Mayor Havak. She has been just so phenomenal, not only in the West Los Angeles area, but really throughout Los Angeles. And we are excited that she's running for a new seat. And we want to do everything we can to make sure that she is victorious in that race. And we're going to do that. But I just want to say thank you to her, because she's always, to me, been a pioneer out for the rights, the justice for all. I know at the Cochran Church, she has just came, and our Miracle Mile for Justice that we know, the three council districts coming together right in the heart of where our church is. She just came in, got ignited. And what I love about her, you know, she just wanted to serve. Whenever you have that spirit of just service, it supersedes everything else. And so we just want to say, we do love you and we appreciate your leadership. And I know your colleagues, they are just pleasingly proud of everything that you have done and stood for. And so we just thank God for you. And what I love about you is that you are unashamedly letting people know that the love of God is inside of you. And we know the love of God is showing compassion for the general well-being of your neighbor. So those who you know, those who you don't know, it's self-evident that you are able and you have proven to show a concern for the well-being of others. And not only you, but this entire council. And we are excited about so many things that you have done. And we will just be praying with this council and for you. We see that our efforts to make sure that justice is for all, no matter if you white, black, Republican, Democrat, athlete, academician, LGBT, doesn't matter who you are, Korean, we thank God that we are all equal in God's sight. With that in mind, let's just go to God in prayer. Lord, we thank you and we ask your blessings upon this time tonight. We thank you for this council that has been so instrumental in so many aspects of the community. We're thankful that at the end of the day for the mayor and her leadership, and we look forward, Lord God, to the next phases of life and leadership and experience. We thank you for her worth, and we thank you for her worth, and we ask right now a blessing upon her, but also this entire council. We thank you that we can say that this West Los Angeles City Council is a beacon light for so many. And we thank you for that. Those who have been hurt and disenfranchised, those who just need to hear and have an ear. We thank you for what this council has done. Now, Lord, we pray your blessings upon this meeting. We pray it will be a time of reflection. It will be a time of excitement. It will be a time of appreciation. But most of all, Lord, as they have always done, it will be a time of business that they're working for the people of West Los Angeles and beyond. We ask this now in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Johnson, for being with us. Father Ike and Pastor Johnson have been fearless spiritual teachers for me, and not only in their home parishes, but out in the community, being examples of light and service in our community. And I think that's what we all strive to do in our own ways, in our own communities. And so I'm just really honored that both of them chose to be here with us tonight. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
thank you so much.
Thank you, Miriam. Thank you all. Thank you, Pastor. So,
God bless you.
And next, for our Pledge of Allegiance, we have another special guest joining us tonight. My godson, Quentin Wintersteller, will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Quinn. I'm visiting in Ohio, and I'm here this week for his first communion. So I'm very grateful that he was able to do that and be with us tonight as well. And thank you all thank you also to our first responders and military veterans who to whom we owe a great debt of gratitude for your service to our country. Well, here we are. It is my last full board meeting as your president, which has been a true honor and blessing in my life. I just can't believe all that we've been able to do together, even through a worldwide pandemic. We've shown the value of membership within California Contract Cities Association. I just wanted to share some of the accomplishments we've made together, of which I'm most proud. Excuse me. Our staff took on the challenge of keeping us connected virtually, allowing me to become the first Contract Cities president to be installed virtually due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. It was the first a virtual event of its kind for any local government association. It was precedent setting, and it was absolutely extraordinary how it all came together. And I cannot thank our staff enough for that. Together as an association, we empowered an executive board that is made up of a majority of women for the first time in the association's history. And we made a commitment to equity and broad representation throughout Contract Cities member cities. In June, we conducted Contract Cities' first virtual executive board strategic planning session to set goals for the upcoming year and to try to anticipate to the best of our ability the needs of members during the uncertainty of the COVID-19 pandemic. Last summer, we also, in response to concerns from residents and stakeholders in all of our member cities, established the Contract Cities Public Safety Working Group, which is now becoming the Public Safety Committee, to continue on in years to come. We addressed concerns related to ensuring community safety and public trust. We made community safety, accountability, and transparency, social justice, and equity the key tenets of this year in Contract Cities. Together, we successfully executed our first ever virtual fall educational summit, a 4-week series of educational sessions, and a special thank you to our associate members who stuck with us this year, despite not having the traditional opportunities for FaceTime with our members. We are deeply grateful for your continued support. Last fall, Contract Cities also partnered with the League of California Cities Los Angeles County Division. I know some of their staff are here tonight, and their fearless president, who is also a member of our board here at Contract Cities. We certainly appreciate you being here. We partnered with with the League of California Cities Los Angeles County Division to host an inaugural virtual Los Angeles County District Attorney Forum. And Contract Cities also hosted a virtual city managers summit in partnership with the University of Southern California, thanks to Frank Zarunian, the one and only. And a special word of thanks to my city manager, Paul Aravalo, who spent his final year as a city manager leading all of our city managers here in Contract Cities Association to great success and to serve through this most difficult and challenging of times. We will certainly miss you, not only in our city, but in the association, and everyone who works with city managers, I am sure will miss your incredible dedication. I'm personally appreciative of your commitment to the work of our cities. Thank you very much, Paul. In response to requests from several legislators to develop housing policy that meaningfully addresses the state's housing crisis and legislation we were willing to support, Contract Cities began working on housing legislation, which later became SB 809, thanks to my senator, our senator, State Senator Ben Allen, and thanks to the leadership of our legislative committee chair, Stacey Armato. Contract Cities engaged numerous stakeholders to develop this legislation. Instead of being on the defense, protecting ourselves from Sacramento's legislation, we went on the offense and created an opportunity for ourselves to have new regional pots of money that cities can opt into to help create housing in our cities that is so desperately needed, but so costly to develop. And I know that we're going to continue this conversation as it's a 2-year bill, but I am forever grateful that Stacey, our legislative committee, and everyone who got involved with this effort, that everyone was willing to take on this challenge and show that Contract Cities takes bold action to solve the most pressing issues facing our cities. In January, our staff helped us successfully launch our inaugural virtual Sacramento legislative tour, which gave members numerous opportunities to connect directly with key legislators while staying safer at home. And this spring, Contract Cities also hosted a virtual Los Angeles County Advocacy Day session, a 4-week series focusing on leadership in Los Angeles County, which included appearances from all 5 LA County supervisors. A special thank you to these powerful women who are showing up to do the work that so many of our residents and stakeholders are counting on in this challenging time. We appreciate your partnership. This month, our association welcomed an additional city member when Jurupa Valley became the Contract City's 74th member city. Even in a challenging time, we were able to grow because cities see the value in our work and the community that we build together. We also secured Amazon as Contract City's newest Platinum Associate member. Special thanks to Marie Lloyd, Cameron Onuma, Sally Kay, Hans Goff, and the entire team at Amazon for valuing the work of our association. Finally, with the help of our amazing staff and board leadership, we led more than 130 meetings, lasting a total of more than 150 hours. And these meetings allowed us to secure assistance from the county board in addressing liability costs related to public safety, establishing a standing meeting on the status of Project Roomkey in our cities, securing the resources and support we so desperately needed in this difficult year, and so much more. When I was asked to serve as president in this most challenging and uncertain time, I really didn't know what this year was going to bring, to be honest. But because of you, we were able to deliver more than I ever could have imagined. And Contract Cities holds a truly special place in my heart. From the time I was first appointed in 2009 to our city council, at the encouragement of Jeffrey Prang, who's now our county assessor and here with us tonight, I joined Contract Cities, was welcomed warmly and wholeheartedly, and became what I hope will be lifelong friends with so many people throughout Los Angeles County who welcomed me not only into their communities to teach me what your cities are like, but also into your homes and your families to know how you live as people. And I am deeply grateful for the family that exists here at Contract Cities Association, for the camaraderie and the support that you provide. Even in our most difficult and challenging times, we can all find solace, support, encouragement in one another, and all of the efforts that we endeavor together. And I'm just really deeply, truly grateful for Contract Cities, and I'm so grateful to have had this opportunity to serve. Our association owes all of you, though, a huge debt of gratitude for everything you do to serve your communities and California Contract Cities Association. Speaking of service, let me take a minute to recognize all of our past presidents attending tonight. I know there are a few of you out there, so if you would please use the raise hand function. It's a little hard when I don't see all the boxes at the same time. So if you would please use your raise hand function, you'll pop right up to the front for all of us. And I want to make sure that we recognize all of you. We thank you for the leadership that you've provided in the past and that you continue to provide in our association. I'm so grateful to see so many of you out there. Wow, it's so wonderful to see how many people are participating tonight. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I also want to recognize my colleagues on the City Council. I believe I saw Councilmember Seppi Shine here tonight, and she is my alternate, and I hope that we will all welcome her as warmly as you all have welcomed me into this association, to help her see just what a special place it is. But also to my colleagues, Mayor Pro Tem Lauren Meister, Councilmember John D'Amico, and Councilmember John Erickson, who all serve our city so well. I'm just so grateful to serve alongside each and every one of them. Thanks to all of my city staff who have been participating in these meetings. So many of you have signed up to be involved in Contract Cities when you didn't have to be, but it made our city better, and it certainly strengthened our association. And I'm deeply, deeply grateful to all of you for your participation and your care and your guidance for our association to help us see success together. I also want to thank our core team that keeps the association running from month to month. Would everyone on our Contract Cities staff please use the raise hand function so we can recognize you? I know that you have rolled with so many challenges facing us. We were still able to deliver services and support, and we were on time and on and under budget this year. So just for everyone who's watching, we're holding ourselves accountable. And I want to thank our staff for being so incredibly reliable and dedicated to the work. Everyone who's currently serving on our executive board, please use your raise hand function so we can also recognize all of you. You took an incredible amount of time out of your lives, away from your families and friends and your communities, everything else you do, to invest in your community in a different way, and to participate here for the benefit of the association, for the benefit of all of our members, to share best practices and help strengthen each of us in the leadership that we bring to all of our communities. I cannot thank you enough for all of your yeses when I called, and I know some of you were even a little bit hesitant and new to what our work is, but you all said yes, and I will never ever forget that, and will always be grateful that you did say yes, not only to me, but most importantly to the work of this association. To all of our board members, everyone who participates in Contract Cities, our associate members, everyone who helps to make our family so strong, thank you for being part of Contract Cities. You are the best part of the work that we do, and you are what makes our association so special. I also want to thank everyone for your leadership, your wisdom, and your time to move our organization forward during this difficult year. Your service will not soon be forgotten. Later tonight, though, our voting delegates will vote to ratify our slate of incoming officers for next year. And I would like to give a preemptive congratulations to our incoming president, Mark Warnick, our incoming vice president, Ali Taj, and our incoming secretary treasurer, Jeff Wood, who all will steward our association into another great year. We all thank you for your willingness to serve our association and our communities, and we look forward to working with you. We will formally install our incoming president, vice president, and secretary treasurer next month on May 15th. That's a Saturday at 6 p.m., so please mark your calendars. And we will also host 3 sessions for our virtual annual municipal seminar over the first 3 Thursdays in May. And our sessions will include sheriff's contract oversight and best practices, recovering fees from illegally operating marijuana dispensaries in your community, and a housing roundtable to discuss our bill, SB 809, and to get your input on our path forward. Finally, we are excited to announce that we're planning our first in-person event later this year. Can you believe it? I can't wait to see all of your beautiful faces. I have missed you all so much. That's such an important part of the work that we do in the association, is just being together. And I know that this virtual platform has allowed us to stay connected, but I cannot wait to actually be in person with you. So exciting to think about. We'll be back at the Renaissance in Indian Wells September 16th through 19th. And while this will technically be our fall educational seminar, we will be including many of your favorite elements of our annual conference that normally takes place in the spring. And we will also include that golf tournament. So for those of you who do that sort of thing, please be prepared to participate on September 16th. I hope you'll all be there in September. I hope you'll bring your families, as many of you do, and that you will share in the great work that our association does. It has truly been an honor. I'll now turn it to you, Marcel.
Well, I would have gotten emotional if I didn't have to do this next part. That was great, Lindsay. It's been an honor and a pleasure working with you. You've been, as Sam used to say, my favorite past president, right? To pick up that tradition. I'm going to show you all something. So we want you all to register for our May. We have 3 sessions, as Lindsay mentioned, public safety and how to kind of do some oversight of your contracts. We're going to do something on housing, sort of like a roundtable. As you know, we'll talk a little about SB 809. And then we're going to do something on, I know some of your cities are having issues with illegal marijuana dispensaries, and some of the opportunities or some of the ways that your city can help eradicate those businesses that are operating illegally, even if you allow them in your city, how to get rid of those. So we have some specialists that have been working with that. We're going to have the city manager from El Monte, Alma Martinez. We'll be speaking on that, and I'm reaching out to Craig Cornwell from Compton to also speak on that. So please join us for that. And also on the 15th, as Lindsay mentioned, we'll be installing our new officers. So those who register, the first 150 people, as we said before, you'll get a swag box. We have a whole bunch of stuff, which includes a Cracker Jack box. You have Tide Sticks, because apparently our associate members think you're all a messy group. So we have a couple of Tide Sticks. We have chapsticks. We have hand sanitizer. We have a candy from Nationwide. As you know, one of the big attractions at our annual conference is the big candy table that Nationwide brings out with Ani. But one of the special things we got for you, because we're not able to meet in person, are these, which are Contract Cities face masks. So you can show your pride in the association. These are really cool. But even more so for September, as Lindsay mentioned, when we get back to Sacramento, we always give out conference gifts and that kind of stuff. So we're kind of thinking, what we were going to do. We were supposed to do this last year. Mark's theme is baseball. So Saturday night, we're encouraging you to wear your favorite baseball jersey. But if you come out to our conference in September in Indian Wells, you'll get your own Contract Cities baseball cap. I'll tell you, they're pretty nice. We had to special order the hats. We had to find a place that would be able to embroider the logo on the front of the hat. So the front of the hat is our logo, and on the back, it says "Strengthen Local Control." So I know I forgot to take the spotlight off of Lindsay, but so there you go. Now you'll be able to see it. So it says "Strengthen Local Control," and there's the front of the hat for those of you that can see it. So that'll be the conference gift for September. So and it's funny because Christine Guerrero from the league is always saying, I use all of the stuff that I get from your conference. So we always try to do something or give something as part of the conference registration gift, something that is usable, something that's functional, that you'll use, that you won't just throw away, that, some people, might see it as, junk or whatever, but we're always looking for a way to get in your hands things that you're going to be able to use to help promote the association. So with that, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask everybody that's presenting, please keep your presentations to 1 to 2 minutes, because we have quite a few on my list. It looks like I have 26 presentations. So not everybody's here. And if I miss you, or if you're an associate member and you want to do a presentation, please, again, use the raise hand feature. So what I'm going to do is, as I call the first 2 names, once the next person is speaking, before I bring up the next one, I'll ask you to use the raise hand feature, but please don't do it until it's your turn in the queue, or else I'm gonna have a whole bunch of raised hands, and then I won't know who is gonna be next. I have to dig through all these tiles to look for them. Okay, so first off, we have Jeff Prang from the LA County Assessor's Office, followed by I believe it's gonna be Linda Johnson from Supervisor Han's office. So Jeff Prang, if you would use the raise hand feature.
Oh,
It's down there. If in the bottom on reactions on the bottom right, there's reactions.
I got it. I hit it.
Oh, there you are. Okay, here we go.
So thank you, Marcel. First, let me say that I'm not from the assessor's office. I am the assessor. There's a number of other people from my staff who are from the assessor's office. But it's great to be here to celebrate with Lindsay. It's nice to see so many friends, so many outstanding public officials, as well as Steve Ty. Who's looking a bit like a hippie these days. But I'm really glad to be able to hear to congratulate Lindsay on a job really well done. You know, she took this job during a very, very difficult year. And as she said, she accomplished a great deal. Lindsay has been a truly outstanding president of Contract Cities in probably one of the most difficult and confusing times that the organization has had to endure. I'm very, very proud to call Lindsay a friend. I had the pleasure of being one of those people to bring her into the political world. I voted for her when I was a member of the city council in 2009 to appoint her to the city council. And she has become just one of the most outstanding local elected officials in LA County, and somebody who's made a mark not only in West Hollywood, but throughout the entire region. And it has not lost upon me, Lindsay, that I started in West Hollywood. I moved to the county. You start in West Hollywood. Sounds like you might be moving to the county as well. There seems to be a trend. And we also share that unique distinction of being the only two former West Hollywood council members to serve as president of the California Contract Cities Association. My tenure as president, which was seeming a long, long time ago, was one of the most rewarding things that I've done in my public career. You and I have talked about this many times. I know it was for you. It provided me a lot of knowledge, a lot of resources, and a great foundation to be a better public servant, as I'm sure it's going to do the same for you. Contract Cities has been really fortunate to have you at the helm over the last 12 months. And I know that I join with all of your colleagues and everyone at Contract Cities in celebrating your achievements and watching you as you continue to grow and blossom in your career as a public figure in LA County. So congratulations, well done. Look forward to standing by you and everything you do in the future.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I'm so grateful to have you here and to have your support and friendship in my life. I truly
Thank you, Jeff. And my apologies for misplacing your authority as the assessor.
Everybody does it, no problem.
Thanks, Jeff. All right, next up we have Linda Johnson from Supervisor Han's office.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, Executive Director Marcel Rodardi, and to the Board of Contract Cities. Lindsay, I'm here on behalf of Supervisor Janice Hahn, representing the 4th District, who's a very good friend of yours, and she regrets not being here tonight. But I'm here to say that she is very proud of your accomplishments this past year, very proud of your leadership, and looking forward to your future leadership on the board. Hopefully you both will be able to serve together. I also want to welcome the incoming officers, Mark Warnock, as the new president. We're really proud that we're going to have officers from the 4th District. And so Lindsay, with that, I have a commendation for you for President of California Contract Cities Association. Congratulations and well wishes on this momentous occasion. It is signed by Janice Hahn and also by Catherine Barger. Thank you very much, Lindsay.
Thank you so much. We'll see you on Sunday, Linda, huh?
We will. We will.
Thank you, Linda. Let's see. I have up next Chief Osby from the fire department. He's probably still mad at me because I forgot to recognize him the last time he was at our meeting, at our last month's meeting, and I sent the note to Lindsay, and we both just slipped our mind to actually recognize him. So I don't see the chief. Is there anybody from the fire department that would like to present? Please use the raise hand feature. If not, we'll move on to the sheriff's department. Sergio, I believe you'll be presenting. I got you guys right here. Yeah, there you go. All right, here you go.
Marcel?
Go ahead. You're good.
You good? Marcel, thank you again for allowing Lieutenant Brian Aguilera and myself to present a star scroll to a great leader in our community, Madam President Horvath. It's my honor to represent our Contract Law Enforcement Bureau and the LA County Sheriff's Department. So on behalf of the LA County Sheriff's Department, I'd like to present the star scroll to Lindsay Horvath, Mayor, a great city of West Hollywood, for your dedicated service as President of the California Contract Cities Association during this past year. Your commitment and support of public safety programs in the contract cities has been of tremendous value. Your outstanding service is a great credit to yourself, the City of West Hollywood, the California Contract Cities Association. The men and women of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department join me in congratulating you on this momentous occasion and extend our sincere best wishes for continued success in all your future endeavors. Dated this 21st day of April, 2021, signed Alex Villanueva, Sheriff of LA County. Thank you very much, Lindsay, for your dedicated service, and we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors in your run for County Board of Supervisors. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for the work that you've done in service to all of our cities in the county. We appreciate it.
All right, so Lindsay, if you don't mind, I got a message from Stacy. She has to leave. They have a study session that they're doing tonight, so she has to leave by 7 o'clock. So what we're going to do is we're going to push the legislative report up real quick, which is part of the business we had to do at the end of the meeting. So if you all would hold, Sam, you're going to be next. So if you would use the raise hand, I'll get you as soon as Stacy's done. And if you don't mind, Madam President, we'll bring up Stacy to do the legislative committee report.
All right. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you, Madam President, and thank you, everyone. Good evening. And I will be as quick as possible so we can get back to the important part of this meeting and honoring Lindsay's year as president of California Contract Cities Association. In short, the legislative committee took a few actions on a couple bills. I'm happy to report that AB 1372 is now a 2-year bill. We had 2 meetings with on this bill, one with Assemblymember Marisucci's staff and the other with the Assembly member. And after we expressed our concerns, he decided to study the bill further, making it a 2-year bill. For those of you hearing of this bill for the first time, it would require every city to provide people experiencing homelessness with temporary shelter treatment, job training, resources, until the individual obtains permanent housing. The bill would also allow them to enforce the bill's provisions by bringing a civil action against the municipality. We also took a support position on SB 765 by Senator Stern that would repeal the existing prohibition on a city from requiring a setback for an ADU of more than 4 feet from the rear and side lot lines. We took an opposed position on SB 556 by Senator Dodd that would require that street light poles and traffic signal poles be made available for the placement of small wireless facilities. And just a quick update, thank you, Madam President, for talking about it in your remarks on SB 809. We have decided that the bill would be better served as a 2-year bill and amend the bill back to closer to where we started with. And that would include an option for cities to join a housing trust, allow cities to participate in a RENA credit sharing program if they are members of the housing trust. We would tighten up the definition of what a region is to a smaller, more defined area, and of course include safeguards that would affirmatively further fair housing. And finally, Madam President, as my last legislative report to you as president of our organization, I wanted to thank you. You have entrusted me to serve you and our membership in a role that was new to me, yet so integral to the work that we do as an organization and a service to our member cities. You took a leap of faith and one that I am so grateful for. It's been an absolute honor to serve on your board and under your steadfast and empathetic leadership, and look forward to supporting you in your many adventures ahead. And on behalf of all of my colleagues on the City Council in Hermosa Beach, thank you so much for your tremendous leadership and sacrifice.
Thank you, Stacy. We are so grateful for all that you've done this year.
All right, next up is going to be, I'm sorry, Sam, it's going to be Sean Ashton, President of the Independent Cities Association.
All right. Good evening. So on behalf of the Independent Cities Association, Lindsay, I just wanted to make sure we stopped by and congratulated you on a tremendous year. Every time I'm kind of looking at, things going on, what's Contract Cities doing? What's Contract Cities doing? And this year, considering all the difficulties with the pandemic, you've knocked it out of the park. You've done such a tremendous job. I work with you on Clean Power Alliance as well, and you're always so involved in making sure the legislative issues there are dealt with as a legislative chair there as well. You're just I can't think of a better person to be our next supervisor, to be honest with you. But back to, Marcel said a minute, so here we go. Hand model time. I have a plaque from the ICA to you, congratulating you on a tremendous year as president of Contract Cities, and look forward to working with you for the next couple of years until you're on the supervisor's board, and then by then I'll be off of council. So with that said, good luck in that, and anything we can do to help you, we're there for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Sean. And you're always so stylish. Your hat collection is so
Yeah, get one of these for me. I'll get one of these engraved with the Contract Cities for you.
Gotcha.
All right, up next, sorry about that, Blanca. Blanca, I sent you a text, but you're up next. Blanca Pacheco, from president of the LA County Division for the League of California Cities, or Cal Cities as they're now going by. So Blanca, could you raise your hand so I can get you to the top of the list here? And up next is going to be, if anybody from Bell is going to present, please use the raise hand feature, and then you'll be next. And if nobody from Bell here, it'll be Ray Hamada from Bellflower. All right, Blanca, you're up.
Thank you, Marcel. Good evening, everyone. As was mentioned, my name is Blanca Pacheco. I'm the president of the League of California Cities Los Angeles Division. I'm also Mayor Pro Tem for the city of Downey. And also our Mayor of Downey is on the Zoom meeting. But on behalf of the Los Angeles County Division, I just want to extend my appreciation and congratulations to you, Lindsay, for your dedication as president of Contract Cities. Los Angeles County's leading local government organizations have been served by 2 female leaders, and it has been a true honor and a pleasure to serve with you in this capacity, Lindsay. You are amazing, and you are marvelous, and you are a true friend. I especially want to recognize you for your leadership this past year. It wasn't a year where we were able to meet and gather together, but you served with such dignity and with such grace. Even during this pandemic, where we all had to quickly pivot and turn all our meetings into virtual meetings, you continued without missing a beat. And city officials continue to remain engaged with so many virtual meetings. So on behalf of the Division Board of Directors and all of our member cities, thank you for your service. And on a personal note, thank you for your friendship. I am always here to support you in your future endeavors, and you can count on my support for your run for county supervisor's office. So please reach out, whatever I can do for you, you have my support. And congratulations, Lindsay.
Thank you so much, Blanca. Your fearless feminist leadership is very much appreciated.
And Downey's okay too, I guess. All right. I like that city. It's actually pretty good. Let's see. So I got a message from your colleagues. One of your colleagues, John Erickson. I know he said he's got to go to another meeting, so I'm going to move him up a little bit. So John, could you use the raise your hand so I can find you, and then I'll add you in here so you can say some quick remarks. There you are. All right. There you go.
I would be remiss if I didn't jump on here and say congratulations to Mayor Lindsay Horvath. I'm wearing this shirt today. It says elect more women. I don't know if today was a special day, but nevertheless, I'm speaking out of turn. But thank you, Lindsay, for taking on this extra role as well as being mayor of our city. You do us all so proud, and We have such an amazing council, and we're so glad that you're part of it. And you do such a great job representing the city. And I saw you, and I was there the night you got sworn in this role. I was not yet a council member, but you are inspirational to so many of us wanting to run for office and be elected, and can't wait to call you supervisor. Congratulations, Mayor.
Thank you, John. All right, I see Ray's up now. Real quick, if there's anybody from Bell, I haven't seen anybody raise their hand from Bell. Anna Maria or anybody? Okay. All right. So next up is going to be Ray, and then after that, Dr. Gold from Beverly Hills. All right, Ray, you're up.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Ray Hamada from the great city of Bellflower. Oh, okay. Hi, Lindsay. I did notice that you're now on the SCAG Transportation Committee. Well, actually, I think I served my last meeting, so I won't be, I don't think I'm on there after this month. But I did want to come tonight and, present you with our, certificate. And again, we just want to thank you for serving because, again, what you've done throughout the year, it is what we believe in and what, again, Bellflower supports. So as I pass, the general certificate, we'll get it to you, mail, give it to Marcel, whatever we can do. But again, as mentioned, you've served during probably one of the most challenging years for, cities and communities. And you put up with Marcel for a year. So that's awesome. So no, Marcel's a great guy. Just kidding. So again, we want to thank you for your service, Lindsay, and take care. Good luck with that election. That is awesome news. So good luck, and we will see you around.
Thank you so much, and best of luck to you and your city too.
Yeah, I did have one of my colleagues here, Victor Sanchez, was here. He just passed me a note. We were supposed to have two others, but I got Victor on board here. So, all right, and he says hi and congratulations.
They got a pretty decent council over there, even if Ray talks bad about me. But
No.
I appreciate it. Hey, you guys
Bring it on, Rodardi.
And we're neighbors too. Okay. So I'm getting notes left and right. So if you guys want to, say a quick couple words, we're filling up. So again, please keep it brief to about a minute or so, minute and a half. So I know I have Dr. Gold on deck, but after that, I'm going to bring up Monica Manalo from Artesia. So you'll be next, and then we're going to go with Dr. Gold right now.
Well, thank you, Marcel. Lindsay, it's great to see you here. It's most people don't know, Lindsay and I were mayors the first time together, and really kind of worked together to try and put our cities closer together. I have to say that your trajectory is just astronomical. I've seen ballistic missiles that don't have the kind of trajectory that you do. And it's just been really fantastic for me to watch you do this. I think you've done an amazing job. I think everybody recognizes that. You've done it in extraordinarily difficult times. And, more than anything, I think it's your style that brings everybody together. I think your warmth and your ability to create consensus, I think those are the things that, for me, really, I love you for, and I think you've done a great job. And I, for this year, have served on the executive committee. I serve at the pleasure of the president, and it in fact has been a pleasure. And so I thank you for that. Our city has a proclamation for you. I delivered it myself. I don't know if you actually saw it. It's long. I have a copy. I guess you can't see it with this craziness. Anyway, it's got a lot of whereases and wherefores, and I'm not going to read them because I would well exceed my 1.5 minutes, which I do regularly, but I won't this evening. And I just really want to congratulate you. We're all pulling for you in this election. I've certainly personally, and anything we can do for you, we're here for you for that. And we just wish you well. Whatever you do, we wish you well. And thank you for all that you did this year.
Thank you so much. The good doctor, my mayor.
Thank you, Dr. Gold. Appreciate you always. We're going to bring up now Councilmember, right? I don't want to mess that up. Councilmember Manalo from the city of Artesia, who happens to be with one of our past presidents, former Councilmember Mayor Victor Manalo.
He kind of pushed his way in here, President Horvath. So I just wanted you, I said, I get to make a presentation to President Horvath, and he said, I'm there. So anyway, Lindsay, I did not get the honor or privilege of working with you. I am the new representative for the city of Artesia, but your reputation obviously precedes you. And from all the beautiful words that I'm hearing from everybody, I look forward to at least meeting you and being able to work with you in some capacity and also support you on your run. I do want to let you know that the city of Artesia delivered today the certificate to the office, but we had to slide it under the door because there was no one available. So I wanted to let you know that we do have a certificate of recognition that says Lindsay Horvath, on behalf of the people of Artesia, the city council hereby commends Lindsay Horvath, the outgoing president of the California Contract Cities Association, for outstanding leadership, dedication, and service to the CCA and its member cities, signed this day, April 21st, 2021. So again, I look forward to meeting you. Congratulations. And I'm telling you, I can't get this guy on anything, but somehow he had to be here today to congratulate you as well. So
Thank you so much. Thanks to you both for being here, and thank you for your commitment and your service to Artesia. It's so nice to see you tonight.
Welcome to the past presidents. We'll be in contact with you soon for our regular gatherings. And you may be Marcel's favorite past president now, but I know that I'll always be Sam's favorite past president, right, Sam?
Okay, this isn't a fight. Congratulations.
Thank you both. We appreciate you. All right, next up is going to be Debbie Klein-Lopez from Agoura Hills. Sandra, I see your hands up. I'm going to add you to my list since we're going in alphabetical order a little bit, but mostly alphabetical order. So I'll add you to the bottom of the list because I see I don't have you on my current list, but I will add Rosemead there and you will speak. So with no further ado, we will now welcome Debbie Klein-Lopez from Agoura Hills.
Thank you. A little bit out of alphabetical order. I can't let this moment go by without letting all of you here know what an inspiration Lindsay has been, not just to me, but really for growing contract cities. Agoura Hills had not been a part of contract cities for a few years, with a little bit of turnover. We hadn't had a representative, and Lindsay reached out to me and said, please join. And I can't tell you how great it's been, not only for the city of Agoura Hills, but I think for contract cities as well, to continue to represent across the land. Lindsay has, she's the kind of person when she says, jump, I say how high, because she got me involved in Clean Power Alliance, as many of you here, and this executive board, et cetera, et cetera. So I can't let the moment go by without saying thank you, and just know that you have a ripple effect, a positive effect, all even more than you recognize. So just a quick thank you, and I'll let others join in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Debbie. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit out of order again because I know a lot of folks have meetings and people are raising their hand very aggressively right now. I'm just kidding, Claudia. So with no further ado, to bring up now the city of Downey, Mayor Claudia M. Frometa.
Hello. Hi, Lindsay, and good evening, everybody. I apologize. I do have to run to a 7 o'clock, but I didn't want to miss an opportunity, Mayor Horvath, to tell you on behalf of the city of Downey, we appreciate you. We are so proud, and certainly the bold and steady leadership that you had for all of the Contract Cities Association during a very historic, unprecedented time did not go unnoticed. We went through the most time that we could not ever imagine during our lifetime, social unrest and the pandemic, and you did it with such grace. So thank you for your leadership. Thank you for bringing more women on the board. That is also appreciated. And I wish you the best of luck as you continue with your endeavors. And certainly we look forward to seeing you as the next county supervisor. Thank you for your leadership. And we look forward to supporting you in every step of the way. God bless. Good night, everybody. And take care.
That's my kind of brevity. Thank you, Claudia. I appreciate you. All right. So now we're going to welcome up, let's see, James Bozajian from Calabasas. I know, there he is. I got you, James.
Okay, sorry. I didn't get my warning.
I know. Sorry about that. Okay, so after James, it's going to be, if anybody from Cerritos is here, I have that nobody's going to make comments. But then it'll be Cudahy. We have Brenda Rodriguez is an analyst from the city of Cudahy. Go ahead,
Well,
Jim.
Lindsay, thank you. I feel honored that you asked me to stay on the board. And I'm not quite the most senior person because I think Frank Cerrone has a year on me on the board or something. But I was glad to participate this year in the challenges we had in doing things virtually. And I would agree with everyone here. You had the most challenging year that I remember, and I've been on my council for so many years. I can't remember another year like this. And you took what do they call it? You made a sow's ear into a silk purse, I think is what the phrase is. You really did make the year very special, and we had a number of good offerings this year that we wouldn't have had you not been innovative and dealt with the situation as you did. We have a certificate from the city of Calabasas here for you. We'll mail it to you, and we're all very appreciative. The council wanted me to extend its entire thank you to you, and I hope to thank you in person as well at the upcoming convention. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, James.
Thanks, James. Always a pleasure. He's dialing in long distance from Calabasas. Okay, is Brenda Rodriguez from Cudahy? Are you in? Can you use the raise hand feature so I can? I'll add you here. If you're not, I'll give you a couple minutes. We can always come back to the ones that. There you are. All right, gotcha. All right, you're up.
Awesome, thank you, Lindsay. So, on behalf of Cudahy's Mayor Jose Gonzalez, the City of Cudahy awards you a certificate of recognition in appreciation of your outstanding service and dedication to the CCCA president during 2020 and 2021. Hope you can see it with the virtual background. It's kind of hard to get sometimes. And then we do have the mayor online, and he'd like to say just a few words. So hopefully he raises his hand, and you can get him on.
Hey, I'm here. Hey, thank you, Brenda. Lindsay, just want to thank you for all of your hard work, especially with the Police Reform Committee. I think you've been an amazing leader, and I want to thank you for all the hard work you've done with CCCA. It's an honor to be part of the e-board with you, and really contribute to making LA County and the state a way better place for all of our residents. So thank you.
And shame on you for making Brenda work late, Jose. I got you, Brenda.
She's laughing. I think she's cool with it. I don't know. We'll see.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, as long as you pay that overtime, I'm sure she's perfectly fine with it. All right, next up we have, unfortunately, the world-renowned, I don't know about world-renowned, but world-despised, perhaps, Steve Ty from the city of Diamond Bar. That happens to be the city where my daughter goes to school, so take it easy, Steve.
Very harsh, Marcel. Lindsay, I think everybody tonight is thinking, if we could just get you to smile, it would be so much better. You have or at least Contract Cities, if Marcel didn't lose it, has our proclamation and recognition. The Diamond Bar City Council extends its commendations to you for your year 2020 to 2021, acknowledging your dedication and commitment to serve and your leadership, distinction, and contribution to the California Contract Cities Association, signed this day by the entire City Council. But what I'd really like to share with you is one of my favorite verses from the Old Testament is in Esther 4, when she's has to decide what to do, and somebody says to her, "And who knows, but you have come to royal position for such a time as this, through the pandemic, through all that you've faced, for such a time as this, let it be known that Lindsay Horvath served so faithfully and so excellently. And from this point forward, you'll no longer be known as a president of Contract Cities. You will be known as Queen Lindsay Horvath. And from this point forward, you will be my favorite past president. Thank you for your service, Lindsay.
Thank you so much, Steve. I won't believe what anybody else says.
I'm really glad that he's nice to other people.
Nor should you.
We rib you because we love you, Steve. All right, next up I have City of Glendora, but I don't have a name. So if you're from Glendora and you want to make a quick presentation, please use the raise hand feature. And then after Glendora, I got David Fred. Okay, here we go. All right, perfect. All right, you're up.
All right. Well, thank you, Lindsay, and congratulations on your achievement as president of the great association. It's my first year to be the delegate and first year in public service. I think you've helped show me the way and guide And the entire city of Glendora is very grateful for your service and the programs that you put through as president this year. We do have a certificate of recognition coming your way, and may already be in the office. So show proudly, and congratulations again. Thank you for your service and good luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Next up, we have, let's see, City of Industry. Is anybody here from Industry? And then you're going to be up next after them, Jeff, from Lakewood. And then we'll have Lawndale. It'll be Pat Kearney after Lakewood. Okay, I don't see anybody from Industry. So now, if you would welcome, please, the newly minted mayor of the City of Lakewood, and also our soon-to-be incoming Secretary-Treasurer, Mr. Jeff Wood.
Well, thank you. And Lindsay, I'm also joined tonight by two of my council colleagues, Councilmember Ariel Pay and Councilmember Vicky Stuckey, and Vice Mayor Croft and Councilmember Rogers send their best wishes. And as the new mayor, the first thing I got to do was sign the certificate of recognition for you as president. We were mayors last time together, and obviously we're mayors now. And the beauty is with that certificate comes the greetings of the 80,000 residents of California's first contract city, the city of Lakewood. So with that, please know that the 80,000 residents appreciate your leadership. And you did a lot of, your remarks at the beginning showed a lot of what your leadership accomplished as president of contract cities. And you did a lot of thank yous, but the big thank you goes to you because it was your leadership. People said, you know, you've become friends. You mentioned the friendships. I consider you a friend and a mentor, and it's been an honor to serve as a member of your executive board. So I want to thank you for all you've done and for all you've done for me. But again, please accept the appreciation and the recognition of the residents of the city of Lakewood. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, I kind of like the idea that Jeff will be our president in a couple of years, first contract city. That's kind of cool. I know we've had presidents from Lakewood before, but that's pretty cool. Okay, next up is Pat Kearney from City of Lawndale.
Hi, Lindsay. Can you hear me?
Hey, Pat. Yeah, we can.
Okay. I just want to congratulate you on this year. You did a fantastic job. I'm the newbie from the City of Lawndale as a CCCA Association member. I have with me, I believe, Mayor Robert Poland Miles is on Zoom. Also, I believe newly elected Councilwoman Rhonda Hoffman Gorman. I just want to say, you were the shining star in the bleak and dark past year. When I first met you on our other committee we sat on, you light up a room. And you're a fantastic young lady, and I want you to best endeavors to ever. And I want to say, congratulate on this year and enjoy your new title as immediate past president. And as a sidebar, this is for Marky Mark, the incoming president. Mark, you have some big lady shoes to fill. And congratulations again, Lindsay.
Thank you so much, Pat.
I don't think he implied that you have big feet or anything like that, Lindsay, but
no.
But
you know, I mean,
Mark does have big shoes to fill.
No, Mark has tiny feet.
All right, Mark Warnick.
Want to see him in high heels.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Pat. As long as I don't have to wear stilettos, I'm okay. Lindsay, I'm going to save my remarks to my installation on the May 15th. But on behalf of my city, the city of Lomita, we just want to congratulate you. On the Zoom tonight is Bill Uphoff, one of our newly elected council members. And he's been on a lot of the different sessions that you've been able to lead us on this past year. So again, congratulations from me, and I'll save my remarks until May 15th. And then just so all of you know, this seminar that's coming up in September is not going to be just for me. It's going to be for Lindsay too, because she didn't have her seminar. And I haven't said this to anybody. Marcel, I think the golf tournament needs to be not only my golf tournament, but also needs to be combined with Lindsay too. So we'll figure out something where our two faces are on the golf ball and that kind of thing. So I just want to make sure that we give you as much praise as you deserve because you allowed me to, like I said, I'll save it for May 15th. Love you, my Catholic sister, and congratulations.
I'm sure we can come up with something. Thanks, Mark. Okay, next up from I don't have anybody listed for the city of Malibu, but I know I saw a couple of their council members on. Does anybody from Malibu want to say anything? I know Riva's on as well. And then okay, there's Mike Pearson. And then next is going to be Jennifer Perez, mayor of City of Norwalk. All right, you're up, Mike.
Okay. Hi, Lindsay. Mikey Pearson, mayor of Malibu, and I'm here with past mayor Karen Fair and our city manager, the amazing Riva Feldman. And the city of Malibu has prepared, well, I have a terrible copy of it, this piece of paper for you, accommodation. Everything's been basically said. I'm going to read the end and add something else here. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the city of Malibu recognizes Lindsay Horvath for her strong leadership as president of California Contract Cities Association in 2021, and thanks her for her diligent work on behalf of its member cities and wishes her continued success in all of her future endeavors. And I just want to add personally, though we don't actually know each other yet, I think you're a rock star and really have been watching everything you do in your city. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty much sure that I grabbed all your language for your mask ordinance as I battled our way through our mask ordinance. So thank you for letting me borrow some of that language. So I'm super impressed with you. I look forward to getting to know you better, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mike. Sorry, it's Mikey. I always pronounce it Mike, but thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All right, look forward to seeing you in person as well. And next up, we have Jennifer Perez. Following Jennifer, Brenda Olmos from the city of Paramount, and then Gustavo Camacho. All right, take it away, Jennifer.
Thank you, Marcel. And Lindsay, on behalf of the Norwalk City Council and all of our past mayors of the city of Norwalk, including Mr. Marcel Rodarte, we just want to say thank you. We also have an accommodation that is a whole bunch of words, but I want to speak from my heart tonight. One of my most favorite memories of you is my very first legislative tour in January when we're up in Sacramento. And I'm going to read you this quote, and I hope you know it's what I truly believe, that you took this year on head first. When life gives you rainy days, wear the cutest Burberry rain boots and jump in the puddles. And I remember going door to door with you in all of those legislative offices with their cutest Burberry rain boots on and took everything on head on. We have a new word in our vocabulary that we use multiple times now, and it's virtual. And you even said it tonight. We've had over 130 virtual meetings with over 150 virtual meeting hours. And with that, nobody could have done it except for you. Thank you for your servant leadership, for your commitment, and for your dedication, and most of all, for your friendship. Best of luck. I'm here for you anytime, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thanks, Jennifer. I think Jennifer is going to make a move too someday soon. I hope so, like my hometown. All right. All right, Brenda Olmos from Paramount, you're up, ma'am.
Hello, good evening, everybody. And Lindsay, my Lindsay. But Lindsay, on behalf of my city of Paramount, I just really want to thank you for being so dedicated to all the member cities during your term as president. You just provided innovative and balanced leadership during this pandemic that we all were going through our cities. What I loved about you is that you were always open to suggestions and ideas from the executive board. You always asked us for opinions, and you always made a special effort to really gain participation input from our women leaders. It has been a positive and successful term during a very difficult time. And on behalf of my fellow city council members, I just really want to wish you the best in your future endeavors. I wish you all the luck. I know you're going to totally win this thing. We're going to totally support you. And tonight joining me is my Vice Mayor, Vilma Cuellar Stallings, and former Mayor Diane Martinez. Again, we adore you from the bottom of our hearts, and we're here to support you. It was an honor to serve on your executive committee. It's an honor to call you my friend. Good luck, Lindsay.
Thank you so much, Brenda. I'm so glad you're on that council.
I like her there too. That's pretty cool. And you have a good city manager. So thank you, Brenda. All right, next up is the one and only, the Gustavo Camacho from the city of Pico Rivera.
Thank you, Mr. Marcel. Lindsay, this Mayor Malibu mentioned a word, and that was a rock star. And I can't think of a better word other than a rock star. You definitely have taken this presidency to a whole different level. I just could not miss the opportunity to congratulate you and thank you for your commitment to California contract cities. No doubt your presidency is historic and will be remembered for many decades to come. I'm sure they'll look back at this year in so many different ways and become a case study in itself because of the things that were done and accomplished even during this time. And without a doubt, you have demonstrated to all of us that not only do you have the capacity to lead a wonderful organization like CCA, but also the capacity to lead the Board of Supervisors as well. So we're definitely here for you. And again, thank you for taking the presidency and California contract cities to a whole different level. I'm joined today by my colleague, Councilmember Lara. So on behalf of the city of Pico Rivera, we have a proclamation for you that we've sent to you. And thank you for your leadership, your commitment, and for being such a wonderful person. So congratulations once again. And as Victor Manalo said, welcome to the Past Presidents Club.
Thank you so much. I'm proud to follow in your footsteps.
All right, and someday soon I'll get you the fancy past president's pin that everybody likes to wear. It's actually really nice. Okay, next up we just have a couple more that I have listed. There's 4 total, but there's a couple more. Rancho Palos, City of Rancho Palos Verdes. Is there anybody on, any council members or representatives from Rancho Palos Verdes? Okay, we'll go on to the next one. All right, Sandra. I know you're out there because you raised your hand a couple times.
I'm here.
Past president.
Can you
Can
hear
you use
me?
the raise hand so you can go to the front? I can add you to the spotlight. There you are. Gotcha. Yes, you're up next, Henry. All right, go for it, Sandra.
Okay, there we go. I was talking to myself all this time. Lindsay, it was such an incredible honor to hand over the gavel to you. I knew that you were going to lead our beloved association, not only with grace, with honor, but with integrity. The love that you have for contract cities spans across the state of California, to your city, up to Sacramento. Many people have already stated how much they appreciate your efforts and the way you led our association without a beat. Nothing stopped. As a matter of fact, you added more programs than we've ever had before. So I just can't say how proud I am of you. I wish that you would have been able to experience the whole of the seminar, of all the other accolades that go with being the president. But I know that no matter what year it is, we're going to continue to honor you because you led our association, again, with grace, honor, integrity. And I just can't wait to see all the great things that are going to come. There's many blessings. So on behalf of the city of Rosemead, congratulations on a extraordinary year of being the leader and Madam President of Contract Cities. We have a certificate, making sure that Marcel receives that in order to give that to you. But again, it was such an incredible honor to have you lead our association and making sure that nothing stopped, but we just kept on going and making sure that we have that local control, because we're going to continue to strive for that and keep fighting for that. But thank you so much. God bless you. I can't wait to say, instead of saying Madam Mayor, Madam President, Madam Supervisor.
Thank you so much. And as our immediate past president, it means the world that you would say all of that. Thank you so much, Sandra.
Thank you, Sandra. Okay, I see Nancy. Nancy, I don't have anybody listed for Walnut. Did you want to say a few words?
Yes. And I think we mailed a certificate to your city, so you should have gotten that, Lindsay. And we just really appreciate all your hard work and your dedication to contract cities. And it's a joy to work with you on the executive board. And I'm sure you'll be our new supervisor, and we'll give you all our support in Walnut and really appreciate everything you do. And it's been a great year, and thanks for stepping in and taking over during this difficult time. We really appreciate it. Best of luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for helping to keep our books straight.
Yes, thank you for that, Nancy. I appreciate all your hard work. All right, finally, and last but definitely not least, the man has been waiting the whole night from Whittier, Henry Bouchot.
All right. Hey, Lindsay, last but not least, you're one of the real ones. You really are. I remember meeting you when I was just a young student in the Southern California Leadership Network's Leadership LA program. And one of the things that stood out to me about you is just the generosity that you have of spirit and of time. You took the time to meet with me, an aspiring city council candidate, for coffee early one morning out in West Hollywood, and that really meant a lot to me. You went to Notre Dame, I went to BC, but you didn't hold that against me. No one's perfect, but you really have that wonderful Midwestern charm, that grace and good sense, honestly. And I think that's why so many of us take to you. And so, we wish you the best. And as you know, as I've told you, here to support you in anything you need. Best of luck in your race.
Thank you so much, Henry.
All right, thanks, Henry. And it's my turn now. I know I said a few things earlier, Lindsay, but I want to say, the president every year really sets the tone for the organization. They set what we're going to do, what our priorities are going to be. Of course, with the executive board, you shape your executive board. We came off, and I don't want to peel off scabs, but we came off a very difficult year in 2019. We dealt with a lot of negative press, and you came in, you said, look, I don't care about all of the pomp and circumstance. I just want to do the work. And man, you did the work the whole year. And we've had this conversation, you and I, multiple times, the one-on-one stuff. I say, you make my job so easy because your leadership is so concise. You run meetings like a well-oiled machine. You exude leadership. I'm a huge student of leadership, and I'm sure like Jorge that's been through the EML program at USC, and Frank, when you see a leader, like people gravitate towards you, and that's what you have this huge personality, this huge sort of being because you're such a tremendous leader. And so thank you for making not just my job easier, but our staff's jobs easier in dealing with all of the pandemic and everything that we've had to deal to. It's been a tough year. Like I'll tell you right now, like we're tired, right? I mean, we're staying home, but it's exhausting planning for all of these online things and trying to get people to come together. So we're turning the corner on it, thankfully. Really looking forward to getting back to in-person stuff, and I'm hoping I'm going to work with Mark because I think he had to go, but we're going to work with Mark to make sure that we can celebrate you in September as you rightfully deserve, because it's been an incredible privilege and an honor to work with you, and I'm so excited that you're making the move, the transition to the supervisors. As a bunch of people have said, I will do everything I can to support you, and I'm sure many people on the call tonight will do everything they can to support you because not just because you come from us as a past president, because you're such an incredible leader, and I think our county deserves and needs that. So with that, thank you once again, and I will turn it back over to you to do the business portion of our meeting.
Oh, what am I supposed to say to all of that? It was like the most beautiful gift. I will never forget this evening. Thank you so much. Contract Cities is just so special. Okay, so we have done our legislative committee update, but we still need to do the review of our March financial report, as well as approval of our March meeting minutes. So I believe that was emailed out to everyone. If there are any questions, please raise your hand or feel free to ask it. But if not, I'd entertain a motion on approval of the March meeting minutes.
Move approval. Jeff Wood.
And Sandra.
Moved by Wood, seconded by Armenta. Any further comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Right.
I have a poll, Lindsay, that I'll launch. So if you're a voting delegate, please vote right now. If you're not, just don't answer it, or if you don't know, just abstain. And I have a poll for the next voting item as well.
Good.
Yeah, we're good. Thank you.
Okay, and our financials, I believe everybody received those as well. Are there any comments or questions about them?
Mark Warnick, move approval.
I don't know that this
No,
is
we don't need approval. It's just informational.
sure.
They're posted on our website. If you have any questions, please let me know and we'll make sure to get you answers.
The next item that we do need action on, though, is the ratification of our 2021-2022 California Contract Cities Association officers. This is a voting item, and I believe
To approve.
Second.
Armenta.
Second, Gold.
moved by Armenta, seconded by Gold. Any further discussion? All right, Marcel?
All right.
It's official, guys. We have new leadership in California Contract Cities Association. I look forward to supporting you in your next year of leadership and working with you to help continue growing this association. However, I can be of support to you and to your communities. I hope that you will continue to call on me while I will be serving as immediate past president. I hope that you know I'm eager to support you in any way possible. I'm so excited by all the people who are new council members as well in your cities, people who stepped up and said yes to also serving in contract cities. That means our association is in good hands and will continue to serve our communities well and faithfully. It's just so exciting to see everyone who comes into the association. Thank you for letting me be a part of your service. And I believe if there are no other comments tonight, we are adjourned. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Lindsay.